How you doing, YouTube? Today we got a new project here for you. The instigator of this project is right over here. This is my grandson, Ethan. He found this canoe, or Scanoe, or whatever they call it, free, pretty beat up. He wanted to do a project. He knew I was looking for a canoe, so he thought he'd bring it home and see if we could repair it. It's got a lot of dents in it. Right here, someone ran into it with something over there and pushed the side in, so I'm skeptical of that. And we got some cracks all through it. So how are we going to do this, Ethan?
We're going to use the heat gun to heat up plastic and try to push it back into its normal shape. Then we have our plastic soldering tools so we can solder the new plastic on from that trash can.
And we have this trash can over here that we're going to use for the material. It's pretty close to the same color. It's an old trash can that was left here and the lid's broke and everything, so should give us plenty of material to work with. And I do believe it's the same material as the canoe. We got some screen over here to fill the cracks to help support them. Soldering gun also has some in it there too, so let's get started. Okay, so here it is up on the sawhorses here. My first order of business is going to be trying to get this bottom to go back into shape. I don't know, what do you think? Should we try the side first or the bottom?
I think the side, because then it's probably going to make the bottom go down easier.
Yeah, that's why I was just thinking the way it's pushed in, it might be what's causing the top. So I guess we try to like heat it here, but we have this metal. We have the metal here that's going to, I think what we might end up having to do is cut this metal off, and then I can put a support back in later, put it back together. So what's holding that metal on? Just rivets?
Oh, there's bolts on the side.
Yeah, I saw something over there. Oh yeah, that's for this seat here. So okay, so this goes down up. Okay, that's broke, so that's going to be fun to fix. Hey, hey, we got a job here, buddy. But let's see if we can take that off. I don't know. I think I might just have to cut this right through here, Ethan. So I'm not sure. What do you think? Cut it there. There's nothing holding it here, so if I can, I could just try to pull that up. Well, that's still attached there. So if I cut down through here, then I can try to lift it up. I don't want to cut the plastic though. All right, well, we're going to put the camera up here on the back of this other wonderful boat. All right.
Somebody else might be coming today. Alright, well, we took out all the metal support beams that kept the shape of it. The bottom's already starting to get its natural shape again now that we got those out, but we're going to hit it with a little bit of the heat from the heat gun and then place some weight on it and see if we can get that natural shape back. And then once they're done that,
then we're going to work over here.
Yeah, we're going to hit up those sides.
That's the worst part there, and I think if we can get that out, this side, I think once we shape it, then we can twist the metal with some tools. That I don't know what we're going to do with that metal. I think I'm going to have to cut that metal off so that we can shape the boat. Either that, I'm going to have to try to push the metal with something also.
And we might not be able to save the metal supports, so we're gonna have to figure that out if we can bend those back or not.
Yeah, we'll refab something. I think we're thinking of using some PVC for the supports, but I'm not sure if that'll work or not. But we're going to try something. We have some water here to cool down the plastic to keep the form.
So this spot was real pushed up. Now it looks like the heat pushed it back down.
I think we're good.
All right, looks like one spot.
Yeah.
One spot's good for now.
This is the next challenge over here, the big dent here. I think what we'll try to do, Ethan, is just try to heat right on that seam.
And see if you can just push it out.
I don't know if I want to take that metal off yet or not. Actually, I think I do. Just cut it right here, finish this off. I'll get my grinder and just barely nick through that, and we'll pull this metal off. And I don't know if it will maybe just pull it up. If we could just pull it up and not do anything, I could put a repair in there.
All right.
I'm not going to weld it because I don't weld aluminum.
Yeah. All right, that's the plan. Let's see what we can do.
Okay, boys and girls, we're going to cut the aluminum with the grinder. Don't ever, 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 for no reason, do this like I'm going to do right now. What I'm talking about is running the grinder without a guard on.
Just a brief intermission.
Yeah, I just want to say that I've never done any of this, never done any of this plastic repair or welding, so this is all new. Most of the information we got was off of the internet, just watching other people do it, and we're putting a bunch of things together. However, as far as shaping, we didn't see anybody had to shape theirs out, but we're getting there. We're getting a shape to it. So let's take the towel off a little bit, and as you can see, the shape is coming back. I don't know how we're going to support. We're thinking down in here along the rails, we're going to put some PVC in there to keep that from pushing up when you're in the water. And the same over here, that's what that aluminum, all them aluminum frames are for. So I don't know how we're going to get a shape on it, but it seemed to work pretty good with the, that's what all these pieces are. They're all your shape. So we're going to figure something out there. So we're going good. We got one piece there I want to push out, and let's bring them in and let them see what we're doing. If they can, I can't tell if they can see it or not. The sun's too bright. That came back a little bit, but we'll use metal to keep that in shape. Just give me a little heat there. Just want to push that piece out.
So what are we going to do right here where it's like really pushed out?
I don't know. That's going to be the metal that's going to have to do all that. This here too. We're going to try to push, we'll heat right along here and just push on it and hope it all comes into shape. But the metal being bent, we might have to twist the metal too. pliers and stuff.
As long as we can get the supports in, it'll definitely keep it shaped too.
Yeah, I don't think any of this is really going to matter a whole lot up here.
Yeah.
Even if this stayed like this, it's going to float. I just felt they got real soft all of a sudden. I'd get off. I'd let it go now. Just let it cool off. We're getting there. I need to get my clamp. For that side, I could just clamp the board over and let it hold.
I think we have to do right here again.
Yeah, we're going to try to get that out yet.
Get that
And this
That's
here.
it on this side.
This here, I think, well, I'll just have to push from this side. I don't know what we're going to do about that. But that's pushed out mostly because of that right now.
Yeah, and we push this back in.
Yeah.
But it also doesn't have the metal, so it's not holding it in.
You know what? I think we went a little too far on that. But that's all right. We got to push this out.
I mean, we still have to do that side too.
Yeah, we got to push this out too. So.
Yeah.
And this, we'll have to move this in.
And once we put metal back on it, it'll pull it back in a little
We're
bit.
going to have to move this in a little bit. So we got it bent out.
Yeah.
We actually pushed this bend the other way.
So we did too good of a job.
We did too good.
We did too good. So right here, we pushed it out a little bit too far. So we're going to have to push it back in. But it's all a learning experience.
I'll work on this side here. Get this out a little bit. You all right?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, with that in, we could probably heat that and move that in there. This is what we're going to have trouble with, getting this all straightened out.
Yeah.
So this is too long. I'll pour some water on here and cool this and see if we can get this to form right here.
What's up?
Pour some water on this right here and see if we can get it to form like this. It's still pretty hot. My cans are burning. Take that towel out of there because we'll use that to dry it up then. Right there is where I want to form it. Right on the cut here. Alright, that's working. If we can heat this and push this back. Whew, that's so hot. Yep, that's it. Push that back out a little bit.
Okay. We gotta push the whole canoe
Heat
down.
right in here. Yeah, it's coming off.
There we go.
Here's what I'm worried about right here. This is our worst spot.
Yeah.
And if we could just weld it all the way up to here, we're good. Ain't worried about that. That's not going to be in the water. All right, I'm going to try pushing this out like this. Go right on the top crease there. And if you can, push the inside in. You might want to use the towel if it's too hot. Lift that metal up. Yeah, it's going to get too hot for you. Use the towel. Where's the towel?
It's over there. It's not too
Go
bad.
grab it. Push it back in. Try to like force it to the shape you want. Grab it here and push in, and I'll push. There we go. So we get that to shape a little bit. Now throughout putting this together, we may have to use that heater and heat it up and make shapes.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So I'm actually thinking we might even make some like clamps with pieces of wood, just be able to clamp it into shape. Right there where you're at would be a good spot. Cut that piece off all the way back to them holes there and just clamp it. And kind of force a shape into it.
I think we might be able to. Oh, that's hot.
Yeah, use the towel. Push right on that crease next to the wood there. See if it'll push it. There it is.
So the problem is it's melting.
Yeah, I know. But
Can you push right here? Just,
yep, there we go.
it's just right here.
We'll have to shape that later. Yeah. Okay. I wouldn't worry too much about that right now.
Mhm.
Well, we'll take that metal off and we might have to cut that plastic and bend it and kind of clamp a piece of wood around it to flatten it out. Heat it up really soft and clamp wood on it. But I think for now, that's going to be good. Look at it already. I mean, it's a lot better than it was. This is going to be a problem yet.
Yeah, right there.
We're going to work on this once we get a frame and we can work with shape. So,
All right.
but you want to try shaping that a little bit?
Yeah.
What you want to do is you want to go from the outside of the dent in and just stay on that, and we'll push out and push out and push out.
All right, before we can do any welding, we gotta sand it down a little bit because the previous owners decided to gunk it all up.
That's why you don't use a grinder without a guard. I just about gave myself a manicure. What I've watched is we're going to heat that up. Take that mesh. You got some mesh in your kit, we'll use that first because I want to see what they got. So I'm not sure what I have is going to work very well. But you're going to want to make this like really soft, like almost liquid. And put that mesh into it. You might want to use the putty knife that was up here. You want to do the inside or the outside? I mean, ultimately, I think you should do both, but
Yeah.
just do one side for now. What do you think will be easier for you?
Outside.
That's what I thought. Okay, we'll do outside and just see how it goes.
All right.
Okay, so kit comes with some wire mesh, which is what I wanted. The mesh that I got from the big box store isn't really what I wanted, but I didn't have this metal screen. That's what I think you really want to use.
Comes with a wire brush.
Yep, wire brush and your heating gun.
An 80-watt plastic welding iron.
There it is.
Let me cut this up real quick.
Just need a strip just a little wider than the, where's the
It's right here.
crack? Go about that wide.
Okay.
Find some scissors. Might have to get them in the house. I don't think I have any outside. Okay, Ethan's trying to heat the plastic right now. It's starting to get warm. I see scratches in it. I think we're going to be trying different methods here to see what works best as we go. We got plenty of cracks to work on. So just trying to get the plastic hot enough that we can embed the mesh screen into it. I think it will get there eventually. It's just taking forever. And we resorted to the torch here to get this thing good and hot. The iron seems like it's getting hotter as we go. Just get it to where it looks like it's starting to liquefy. Keep going. When I put this up there, push the top in. There it goes, it's going in. I'm gonna have to keep heating it though while you're doing it.
There we go. Just gonna apply pressure from the inside.
I can't get it. I need something to hold it from inside.
I got it.
Yeah, it's coming through. I can't see if I'm getting you on there. The sun's like so bright. Yeah, it's coming through. That's what you want. You want to get it meshed in there. It's almost the exact color.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Just keep melting it in there like that. I don't know if we're going to bother sanding it down or nothing. You can use that putty knife to smooth it out. That does all right too. It's not going to get real smooth, but who cares?
So we can get the whole cover.
Bottom of the lake, you'll never see it. There you go. It's melting in there.
There we go.
That's the trick. Get it hot, smear it in. What you might want to try and do is push some in from this side. Just fill that crack.
All right, so day 1 finished. We'll be back out here tomorrow. We got the shape decently good. You know,
Still got some work.
it's looking better though.
We'll get there.
This was the first spot we did. It's not the greatest, but we could always add to it or sand it down. We'll see what we have to do with it.
I ain't worried about it as long as it floats.
Yeah, and then the biggest part right here, this plastic takes a long time to cool
down.
off, so we can't do too much at one time. So we did a little bit of meshing on the inside and outside. Outside needs a little bit more heat, but it was just getting too soft. So we just need to add some more on the inside, outside, and then work up until we can get this sealed. And then this is the
I
biggest
think
one,
what we
though.
may end up doing too, Ethan, by the time we're done, I may put a plate on here just to keep all this together, and just put some sealer inside the plate, Flex Seal.
Yeah. Then we got, once these are done, just smaller ones.
Yep.
And then we got to add more metal support here. We had to take this off to help get that to get a little bit smaller. And then we'll see where we go from there. See what happens.
All right.
That's day 1.
So that's day 1. We'll see you guys tomorrow.